Cecilia here with another Transgirl CNC where we talk about comics, cartoons, and other awesome nerd shit. So, this week we're talking about Dragon Ball Super. That's right, I said we were in the last video, so we totally are today. Mostly we're going to be talking about my feelings towards the series, and especially that last episode that just aired. If you haven't seen it, definitely check it out. It's the fight between Goku and Jiren. It's not the last episode of the season or the series, so that's still happening this Saturday, and we're probably not even going to talk about it. I got feelings. I've got a lot of feelings, and we're going to talk about those. But before we do, we have a comic book announcement, the first one ever on the channel. Marvel is releasing a standalone Dazzler series. That's right, Alison Brie is getting her very own comic, and it's going to be amazing. If you don't know anything about Dazzler, check into her history, check her out. She's really cool, has a really neat power set, and the comic is being written by Magdalene Visaggio, who we've talked about a few times on this channel. She is responsible for Kim and Kim. I really love her. I love her a whole lot. So check that out. It's going to be great. It's coming out in June, so get your orders ready next month. Next month's when you're going to be able to order it. So yeah, it's going to be fun. It's going to be exciting. I'm super excited. Dragon Ball Super. So, what do I like about the series? I like that it replaces GT. It is the official sequel to Dragon Ball Z. That's right. So the very final episode of Dragon Ball Z, and everything out of GT is totally nixed and non-canon anymore. And that's a good thing. We like that. We like that a lot. I like that it just features Piccolo being the best dad. That's right, he raised Gohan, and now he's here to be a really great grandfather to Pan. Like, anytime, Goku's like, hey, Pan, Piccolo's, right there, hey, you gotta do it like this, you gotta be like that, hold her head this way. It's like, wow. Best dad Piccolo. Hashtag best dad Piccolo. Best dad. Hot on his heels for best dad, though, is Vegeta. Vegeta has become, a great father figure. He's got a great character. He's gotten a lot of character growth throughout this series, so I really appreciate just all the fucking great Vegeta shit. Vegeta's a great character to begin with, but he's really grown he's really grown. And we've also kind of found out that that's because he is a flawed Saiyan. He's not supposed to have feelings towards his family. They're just supposed to be kind of there in the background of his life and not care about him, but he loves Bulma. We've seen him love Bulma. He loves Trunks. He loves his new daughter so much that he was willing to let the universe be erased from all of existence because he wasn't going to miss her birth. That's incredible. Yes, he's come so far as a character, and it's so good. Goku is actually a perfect Saiyan. He doesn't care about his family, beyond the fact that they're there and his friends, but if they die, he'd be sad, but he'd get over it real fast. That's from Akira Toriyama, that's not from me, so, do with that what you will. So I really love all those things about Dragon Ball Super. I love the fact that it's even mostly a weekly series, even though it doesn't always deliver the best animation and has to be polished up in post for the Blu-rays and DVDs that come out. I really enjoy the dedication and the drive that the team has to bringing the show and giving it to us. However, let's talk about Vegeta for just a little bit more. Micron second, because I'm loving Vegeta. Even though I'm wearing a Goku shirt. Vegeta's had, not only just, great character growth, he's had great physical growth. He decided he didn't give a shit about Ultra Instinct. He was going to do it his own damn way, and he did. He elevated Super Saiyan Blue to an entirely new level from where it was on par with Goku's Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken. That's amazing, okay? That's great. He's the first person on the field to actually get in a hard shot against Jiren using his own power like that. He defeated a fucking god of destruction by himself with that power. That's fucking just been so many great things for Vegeta, And yes, he got eliminated, and we're never going to get Gogeta as canon. But you know what? Just getting all of that character growth for him in so many ways. The fact that he wants to use the wish to bring back Universe 6 because he's grown attached to Kaba, and he wants to visit that same planet. Like, that's amazing. That's amazing for Vegeta and the series and the character as a whole. Okay, alright. Moving on. What don't I like? I necessarily don't like what they're doing with some of the other characters. Like, how many hand jobs does Goku need? How many power-ups does Goku need? I know it's technically Goku the show, but, like, enough's the fucking enough. Like, I'm glad that they gave everybody character power-ups. Like, I'm glad that Krillin got one. I'm glad that 17 shows up and he's like a super badass. And that 18's still a badass because she's been training. And she gets back up on par because she helps train Krillin. And it's like, I love the fact that they've given Gohan all his power back. I enjoy that. Like, those are some serious cool things. Like, even Master Roshi's strong again? I don't know. Sure, whatever. We're all fine with that. You know who's not strong? Tien Shinhan. Tien Shinhan was like a really, really mother-trucking badass in fucking Dragon Ball. And even in Z, and the fact that even in the Resurrection of F movie, he took out like half of Frieza's army by himself, using martial arts alone. Like, he was a legit badass, and now he's not anymore. Like, his episode and his big send-off was to quarter his power using the multi-form technique and to throw himself off the damn ring. Like, fuck that. Like, I really hate how poorly they treat Tien Shinhan. I dislike any of the comedy episodes. Yes, even the baseball episode. Yes, we got the great joke about Yamcha and the crater, so that was nice, but I just want the punchy, fighty anime. That's what Dragon Ball is. That's what it's always been, so I'm not mad when it's that. I'm just, like, mad about how some of the characters get treated, because Tien Shinhan used to be a big deal. Like, why is he getting hit by all these Kai blasts? Because he is supposed to be immune to them, as per the canon. So, I don't know. I got issues with that, obviously. But what I really have issues with is the fight between Goku and Jiren. So yeah, this is kind of a rant, but it's also kind of a review. So Goku masters Ultra Instinct, right? And that's cool, like, finally. Like, let's see what this thing can do. And he is just, like, wailing on Jiren and, like, beating on Jiren. This is, of course, after Vegeta has, like, the greatest motivational speech in all of anime history about how the gods, you know, are rejecting them too fast and how they've always overcome their limits and how he's entrusted his will and his wishes to Goku. And, like, that was a really great speech. Oh, I love it. And then the fight happens, and Goku's winning, and somehow it awakens, like, basically the same thing in Jiren. And Jiren's like, yep, I want to kick your ass now. And for 5 whole fucking minutes of this episode, Jiren kicks his ass. Like, back to ground zero, mudhole stomp Jiren. Like, I almost had enough. And then Goku's back on top, and we love it. Because that's how this tournament is supposed to end. It's supposed to end with an all-out, drag-out, knuckle-brawling, dust-em-up between Goku and Jiren. Because that's exactly what this entire thing has been leading up to, right? That's what we're here for. I loved everybody else. I loved all the character growth. I love the fact that Vegeta got his own ability and power, and it was amazing. I love the fact that everybody got their chance to shine throughout this series, and then, like, what we all came for was Goku and Jiren, because that's what we expected. And when it mattered most, when it absolutely mattered most, Goku's body shits the bed. Like, I'm cursing a whole lot, so, you know, that is what that is. But it does! It shits the bed! You would think that mastering something would mean that, hey, I don't feel any adverse side effects from going beyond my limits using Ultra Instinct because now it is a part of my limits. But no, apparently that's not what Master means at all. It just means that you can use it, I guess, and sometimes if you use it too long, well, fuck you, I suppose. And so, now, it's not Goku versus Jiren in the end. It's Goku laying off somewhere on the arena because Frieza saved him. And it's Frieza and alive 17. Like, I'm glad that 17's alive. Don't get me wrong. I love 17. Like, he's great. Great boy. But it's a fucked up Frieza and a messed up 17 versus a hurt Jiren. And, like, I'm supposed to suspend my disbelief that they can take Jiren on even his worst day, especially in their condition? No way. Nuh-uh. So either they're going to run down the clock or something magical is going to happen with Goku. I don't know. We'll see. That happens at the end. But the real problem is they could have just settled this with Goku and Jiren. Let Goku win because he was poised to. He was poised to win. They could have just let him win. And then we could have had a really great fucking send-off episode this week. We could have had that. We totally could have had that. A great goodbye to the characters because they're going on hiatus or the show's ending because they're focusing on the movie that's coming out. And I'm just saying we could have had that. But no, they're going to stretch out the tournament until the very end and fuck off the send-off. Like, that's it. That's what's going to happen. And it really just annoys me. So I'm sorry for unloading like that on all of you. But yeah, those are my feelings about the last episode of Dragon Ball Super. What was good? When Goku was kicking ass and taking names like he was supposed to. What was bad? Everything else. So, it's about 10 minutes of awesome wrapped up in 25 minutes of shit. Kind of like a shorter version of Aliens vs. Predator, right? So that's the video. What are we talking about next time? I don't know yet. I haven't decided. I'm still angry. But I'm Fireperson still, and until that time, enjoy comics, enjoy cartoons. I'll see you in the next video. But I can make sure to just ended it. I don't know. Fuck.